Good afternoon from Hobbs Ice Center in Eau Claire. Zaleski Sports presents boys high school hockey. And it's the annual Memorial Meltdown Tournament today and tomorrow. In our first game, the matchup is the Notre Dame Academy Tritons from Green Bay, the defending Division I state runners-up, against the Wausau West Warriors, who also advanced to the state tournament last year. In fact, the Warriors lost to the Tritons in the state semifinals. Hello again, everybody. I'm Bob Bradovich, joined here in the Mike Sullivan press box by Dawson Schwengler, a former Memorial Old Abe and Team Wisconsin coach. Dawson, you played in this tournament. You know what it's like for a high school student. You know, a lot of times you've been practicing for a couple weeks. You've done all your off-season stuff. Now you get to play in a good building against some other quality teams. What's the mindset for a team coming into this?
Yeah, Brado, I mean, one of the big things getting the first couple games out of the way is going to be energy. I mean, everybody likes to think they're in shape until they step on the ice for the first couple games. They find out real quick that there's a little bit more that needs to happen. I would say the other big thing is just have to make sure they keep their wits about them. Early on, it's easy to make some mistakes that you probably don't run into later on in the season, but I think whoever's going to make the least mistakes are who's going to come out successful tonight.
Today's pregame is brought to you by Auto Select, located on Schofield Avenue in Weston. They have been providing dependable vehicle repair service and tires for 22 years. With a 3-year nationwide warranty and free roadside assistance at Auto Select, you are good to go. That's Auto Select on Schofield Avenue in Weston, also on Highway 10 East in Church Street in Stevens Point. Let's start by talking about the Wausau West Warriors under a new head coach this year. Brian Brand has moved up into administration. Travis Brown takes over, and of course there's emotions going on when you're a first-time head coach.
Yeah, especially with trying to fill some shoes like Coach Brandt. There's a little bit of added pressure, but I think Trav's going to do a great job. Obviously has a pretty solid team around him, so that's going to definitely help him.
And it starts in the nets. Julian Skalkucci, he's now a senior. He's been outstanding throughout his whole career. And they've got some other guys. You look at the likes of Shea Jones, Tegan Rasmus on defense. Guys like Cooper DePoit, Chase Crass, Owen Pergolski, Hendricks Damrow. They've got a number of guys who've been through this before. Now it's their senior year.
Yeah, I've had the privilege of getting to coach a few of these kids throughout the course of their high school season. And, I mean, all the kids you named are definitely going to be impact players. And definitely getting those first few years out of the way and have that older, more senior mentality is definitely something that's going to help.
This is the first game of the season for Wausau West. On the other hand, this is game 2 for Notre Dame Academy. They defeated Manitowoc United 13-0. And talking to some of the Tritons assistant coaches, they're kind of saying, well, yeah, we have a game under our belts. Not sure what we got out of it. Was that we were trying to really focus on systems and doing things a certain way, and it's kind of hard to hold the kids back because they think, boy, I can put some stats up.
Yeah, it's kind of finding that happy medium. I know there's one thing that I think many coaches alike will say: you can never replicate true game reps. So regardless of the scoreboard, being able to not have the other team know exactly what's going on in practice and getting to run through some of those things, especially as a tune-up for a tournament like this one.
Mike Skadzinski is in his 3rd season at Notre Dame Academy, and he's certainly stepped in and done a very nice job, led them to a unbeaten season 2 years ago when they captured the WIAA Division I state title. They were runners-up last year to Madison Edgewood. And you look at what Scud's got in his roster, he's got guys like Trip Robleski, Ian Aiken, up and down the line, Braden Hart, defenseman. It's got a number of good goaltenders. There's always that good core of talent when you're looking at Notre Dame Academy.
Yeah, I know Mike very well. He does a good job, especially with his younger guys, really trying to develop them. But he also has a little bit of that senior leadership as well. I know Braden Hart is a fantastic defenseman, and Trip Robleski is a younger kid, but he's also arguably is going to be one of the top players in the state this year. That might be my hot take for the season, but yeah, he's going to be a kid to watch for sure.
If you're looking at keys to the game for each of these teams, starting with West, what are those?
Oh boy, for West, I think they're going to rely on Julian a lot, being their goaltender. I think he's going to have to make some saves, but I know that being that first game, they're going to have to really test out the waters and might have to be a little sloppy for a little bit.
Wausau West in the home white jerseys today. The light-colored breezers and the white helmets. Notre Dame wearing the road blacks with the blue helmet. Dawson, as far as keys to the game for the Tritons.
Yeah, I think they're going to be able to feel the pressure a little bit. I know Wausau obviously not having a game under their belt and Notre Dame having that one tune-up. It might not sound like a lot, but it really does make a difference. I think they're going to have to jump on West early, and West is going to have to weather the storm a little bit.
Your home is the heart of your best moments. Make it uniquely yours with Design Theory 19. Visit us in downtown Wausau or online, designtheory19.com. Design Theory 19, where dreams become design. Now, with an office right in Wausau, Shearer Construction offers commercial and custom home construction expertise throughout Wisconsin. Check out their beautiful work at ShearerConstruction.com. Got room for you here at Hobbs Ice Center. Come on down if you're in the neighborhood. We have another game coming up that we'll have for you on Zaleski Sports, scheduled 6:30 p.m. puck drop. It'll be the home team, Eau Claire Memorial, against Superior. Right now, West versus Notre Dame. The puck is dropped and we are underway. Poked into the Notre Dame zone and sent off into the corner by the defenseman Chucky Bird right out front. And a save made by the goaltender Jack Aftenis. It was Henry Tressler that got the start between the pipes in that shutout win over Manitowoc United. And today, Aftenis gets tested early on. Notre Dame looking to skate out, and they do on the far side. This is Atkinson. Atkinson flips it near side to Aiken. West turns, and they head up ice. Here's Pergalski. Wanted to get it on the near side to Chase Crass. Poke free by Robleski. He gets tripped up at center ice, and that's going to be our game's first penalty. Owen Pergalski going to the box for tripping.
Well, Brado, I mean, there's nothing like getting a grade A chance and following that one up by going to take a seat for 2 minutes. So Owen's just got to be careful with the stick there, keep his feet moving, and just has to play the body as opposed to the feet.
So Notre Dame goes on the power play. They converted 2 of 5 attempts in that 13-0 win over Manitowoc United. Coaches are always saying you got to move your feet. If you're moving your feet and you reach with the stick, at least you got a chance. If you're standing and you reach with the stick, that's going to get called. So Notre Dame on the power play, working hard down low is Tegan Rasmus, the defenseman. Poke free by the Tritons. He'll get set up along the far side. With the puck up top, there's a shot and they score! Just like that. Tritons are on the board. It's a power play goal, and it comes with 16:02 remaining in the first period. Notre Dame gets the early lead. It's 1-0. Give the goal to Trevor Skidzinski, the sophomore. It's his first goal of the season.
One thing's for sure, Notre Dame they run a lot of practice on their power play. Doesn't matter if it was Corey McCracken of the days of old or if it's Skidzinski behind the bench. They like to run a lot of rotations and they throw pucks to the net. But the biggest thing is Trevor, Mike's son, actually went to the net. Biggest thing, stick on the ice, deflects one in.
Yeah, the shot came from up top. And Skidzinski in the right place at the right time. Power play goal, and the Tritons grab a 1-0 lead. Face off won by the Warriors, and Rasmus will send it in deep. Aftenis leading it back for his defense. Good job on the forecheck there by DeBile. Held in by Finn Richard at that far point. Now there's a shot from up top. It comes off the stick of Damrow. Two-on-one coming the other way, and there's a shot, and Skilcucci got a piece of it. Power play goal has the Tritons on top. 1-0 here as we play in the first period. Jack O'Brien lost his stick, kicked that one in deep. Down low, Joe Gravine with the puck held in by the Tritons. Chucky Bird had a decent look there, just didn't get a lot of stick on it. Dumped in deep by the Warriors. They'll go off on a change. Karitning will work it to the far side off the skates of one of the Tritons, and Warriors will carry into the zone. Scramble on that far side, going back for it, Wroblewski. Crass on the forecheck for West. When Notre Dame works it out of the zone. Atkinson flips it to the near side. Ian Aiken golfs one on net, and it's deflected into the netting by the goaltender, Julian Scalcucci. Start a job making the money you need with flexible scheduling, a close-knit, fun-loving group with full-time benefits. Let's start day one. Learn more at foundationfinance.com. Face off to the right of the junior goaltender, Julian Scalcucci. Poke free by the Warriors. DePoit works it near side to Crass. Bouncing puck golfed out of the zone by the Tritons. Rasmus works it over to DePoit. DePoit throws it far side. Here's Crass. Crass gains the zone. Round a defenseman. Crass centers it. Wroblewski got his stick on it. Deflected it wide. No, another deflection right out front. Crass was parked in the crease. Back the other way. Here comes Wernley. Wernley into the corner. Puts on the brakes. Good battle along the half wall. Schrader has it. Works it out to the point. That shot hit traffic, and now Warriors skate out. Wendell trying to get wide. Good defensive play there by Braden Hart. Cross-ice pass to an open wing. Schrader will chip it in. O'Brien going after it for the Tritons. O'Brien wins control of the puck. Out to the far point. Karitning, bouncing puck, loose out front. More good stick work down low by Schrader. Schleiss works it far side. Another opportunity as Schrader was crashing in. Good extended zone time here for the Tritons. They throw that one across. Schrader was coming in from the weak side. Poke free. Chipped out of the zone by Wendell. Going after it, Damrow. Hendricks Damrow trying to dangle. It gets bumped off the puck. Jack O'Brien doing a good job there for the Tritons. Picking up the puck, Hendricks Damrow. Gets on the brakes, dumps it in deep. Centering pass. Zidzik threw it out front. Stinky throws it in deep. Here's Robbins. Rowan Robbins gets it knocked off his stick. Carrying out the Tritons. Schleiss will dump in, then head off on a change. 12 minutes remaining, first period. It's 1-0 Notre Dame Academy. Shot comes right on, and the goaltender, Jack Aftenis, makes the save.
Well, Bob, there's a little bit of that storm weathering going on right now by the West Warriors. They see, I mean, it's not to be rude. You can tell it's a bit of their first game. They're feeling out some of the kinks, and Notre Dame so far has been able to keep some pressure on.
Yeah, and talking with Travis Brown beforehand, he said, yeah, we're definitely ready to start hitting somebody in a different colored jersey. But you know the drill. It's like, yeah, you can do some things in practice, but there's a limit in how much you're able to do. Ooh, a centering pass right there. It was a good look from Atkinson. He had Wroblewski carrying in. Back the other way. DePoit shoots. And Chucky Bird, the defenseman, got his stick in the way. Deflected it into the netting. Face-off will come to the left of Jack Aftenis. Hart behind his own net. Throws it far side. Pass intercepted by the Warriors. Loose now at center ice, and Robleski poke it forward, but DePoit will throw it far side. In the high slot, coming right in as Chase Crass was turned aside by Aftanis. Couple good looks generated by that first line of the Warriors. Hart works it over, sent out of the zone. DePoit will turn, collides with Atkinson of the Tritons. Poke free. Into the corner with it. Tritons working hard on that far side. It's Brew Warnley
we got a penalty,
down there.
looks like,
We're going to have our
interference.
second penalty of the hockey game. And for a second time in this hockey game, the Warriors will be shorthanded. Heading to the box is Finn Richard. Notre Dame on the power play for a second time. Shooting high and out of play is Braden Hart.
And Bob, these are one of the things, those are those small details we talk about, not having too many game reps. A penalty kill is something that can get lost, and you just kind of have to live with it for a game or two. And then you kind of make adjustments as the season progresses. But West seems to be just in a little bit of disarray here.
And to your point, Dawson, I think this was part of the rationale that your dad and others had to get this tournament started right from the get-go. Is you bring in four, traditionally strong hockey programs together, and you're going to learn a lot about your squad. And all the coaches, and you look back to the history of this tournament, look at it, all right, what do we have to do better? All right, we thought we were at a certain point, through our first practices. Now we have a much better idea. Tritons with an opportunity. Firing that one high was Jack O'Brien. It was deflected out of play, minute 16 to go on this Tritons man advantage.
But yeah, I would say, traditionally in the past, we're looking at four of what used to be probably the top four to top 8 teams in the state. So being able to test your guys early and really see what they're made of, it makes you not only think on the fly, but get your feet under you pretty quickly. And it looks like we're going to have maybe a checking from behind penalty here. Oh, they were nice and gave him a cross check.
So this all comes with 9:36 remaining in the first. And heading to the box, Cooper DePoit for cross-checking. So 5-on-3 power play coming for the next minute 10.
Well, we talk about practicing the penalty kill. It looks like Notre Dame's going to get a lot of practice on their power play today.
And it takes DePoit off the PK, so that's another problem for the Warriors. Walking in. Good shot block that time by Chase Crass. Tritons work the puck free. On the near side, Robleski throws it down low. They wanted the give and go with Robleski. Didn't quite connect, and now the Tritons will have to regroup in their own end with Braden Hart. Hart skates it into the zone. Gets down low. Rubbed off the play by Shea Jones. Tritons control. Here's Robleski. They work it down low. They go to the back door. That puck wound up over the crossbar. Robleski throws it up top. O'Brien. Far side. Hart. Back to O'Brien. Robleski looking. Walks in. Wanted to go to the back end. Golfed around and out by the Warriors. They get one of their guys out of the box.
A little bit too much footwork on that 5-on-3. Usually try and let the puck do the work, as we know the penalty killers aren't going to press too much, but a little bit too much skating around allows the Warriors to get back into position.
Then a turnover, and West able to throw it down ice. We're under 30 seconds to go in this Notre Dame power play. Skating out, Chucky Bird. Bird gains the zone, but it's offside. When it comes to printing materials, sales and marketing tools, and company supplies, Wausau turns to rotographic printing. Find just what you need to help your business stand out with rotographic printing on 80th Avenue in Wausau. So the face-off will come outside the zone. Only 17 seconds remaining in this Notre Dame man advantage. Chucky Bird has it. Throw it far side. Atkinson, or check that, it's Swernley. Golfed around by the Warriors and out. And that's going to do it for the Notre Dame power play. So Notre Dame 1 for 3 on the power play in this game. And that's a big kill, though, for the Warriors. Looking at that 5-on-3 disadvantage.
Absolutely, especially having one of your best players in the box, and Cooper DePoit, to be able to kill that one off and keep it a 1-goal game is huge.
DeBile battling for it and picked up by the Warriors. Damrow throws it right out front. Here's another opportunity, and that one didn't make it through the crease. Good stretch for the Warriors. A nice stick work down low by Damrow, and then a big scramble right out front. Boy, Aftanis, the goaltender, was under duress that time, but West is talking about did that puck go over the line, but the officials had a pretty good look at it, and they said no, it did not.
Unfortunately, with Wisconsin High School, we don't have the video review to send it to Toronto, so I think that one's going to have to stand.
Get send it to Altoona, maybe.
Or
Marshfield, I don't know, someplace center of the state, sure. I'm guessing that day is coming, though, with technology. You never know.
There's plenty of cameras on this game as it is. I'd be surprised.
Well, yeah, we need that one literally right above the right above the net. Six and a half minutes to go, first period. Notre Dame Academy on top of Wausau West 1-0. Throwing up the far boards. Warriors got their first line out there. Here's Chase Crass. Crass around a defender. Crass, the draw pass! And Progulski shot that one over the net. Grade A chance there for the Warriors. A couple guys get tangled up on that far side.
Looks like Hart's going to go for interference.
Yeah, you had Hart tangled up with Cooper DePoit. So Notre Dame gets its first penalty. Interference penalty, and with 6:07 to go in the period, Wausau West will go on the power play for the first time this season. France Propane is your locally owned, complete service propane company. They have served all of central Wisconsin for over 2 generations. Learn more at francepropane.com. France Propane, local quality family. Damrow to take the draw for the Warriors. Trying to step through on that one, but West gets control of the puck. Up top, Richard. On the right side. Great look that time for Damrow. Now Wendell will go back for the Warriors. Knocked off his stick. Brew Wernley with some good forechecking there for the Tritons.
It's always a good sign when your second power play unit can start off and create a chance right off the bat. Here's another
Damrow trying to go short side. Tritons trying to clear, and they poke it out of the zone. Big check dished off that time by Carson Schrader. West with DePoit. Just over a minute to go in the power play. Over to Progulski. Now Shea Jones will put on the brakes. He'll dump it down low. West trying to get something set up with Tegan Rasmus. West gains control of the puck. Up top they go, DePoit. Near side, Progolski. From a sharp angle, Crass. Big battle out front. Rasmus trying to jab away at it. Now on the far side, DePoit. And a good look for Progolski, and a great save by F. Dennis. More opportunities for the Warriors, and a good look that time as DePoit threw that one in, but the deflection didn't quite connect. Poke free by the Tritons. Here they come shorthanded. Final seconds of this penalty. And we can have another penalty coming on the Warriors. Tritons back to full strength, and as DePoit touches the puck, the whistle blows with 4:04 to go in the first, and another penalty coming on Wausau West.
And just another bit of tides turning. Wausau had a great chance. It looked like Shea Jones was actually hopping in on the back door. He got looked off. But then you go down the other way and give up a chance shorthanded, and now it's, well, tell me if you've heard this one before, Brado.
Yeah.
Notre Dame's back on the power play.
Yeah, we've heard that. This is the fourth penalty already on West. We still have 4 minutes to go in the period. Warriors able to rim it around and out. It's a holding penalty on Chase Crass. Braden Hart through neutral ice. Looks to get set up along the half wall. Hart still with the puck. Gets it back. Takes a look. Shoots. Oh, the deflection. First off, it was deflected in. And then they had Warnley parked out front. Correction, that was Atkinson parked out front. A reset. Here's Hart on the near side. Robleski, the shot. Came up high on Skelkuchi, but he was able to make the save. Took that one kind of high in the chest. And he's trying to get that thing stretched out. That one may have got that little area just above the padding.
Yeah. Well, there's a reason they make those plastic neck protectors. And I know Scooch very well, but I always give him some crap for not wearing one. But sometimes they say it looks better, look good, feel good. What's that? Does it play good then, hopefully?
Well, again, I can remember the really old days in the NHL where goaltenders didn't wear masks.
That is true, but they also did have those flat sticks where they couldn't raise it above ankle height, right?
They're not shooting it the way they are now. Like everything, equipment evolves.
Yep.
Just over a minute to go in this man advantage for Notre Dame Academy. And once again, West able to push the puck down ice. If nothing else, West is getting a lot of time on the PK.
Yes, they are.
Probably will have to spend less time on that during the week.
You would hope, right?
Well, you would, yeah. Some good work down low by DePoit, tying guys up, and now we're going to be evened up in terms of penalties as Notre Dame is going to go to the box. Heading to the penalty box for the Tritons is Jack Karitning, the freshman defenseman.
If there's one thing you can count on when it comes to Wausau West, as skilled and as great a player as he is, Cooper DePoit is going to be at the center and causing havoc for any team they play.
Yeah, that's kind of his game. Ooh, right off the face-off. Hendricks Damrow had a decent look. So we'll have about 30 more seconds of 4-on-4 hockey. Picked up in the corner by Bird. He takes a hit from Wendell. The penalty is for head contact on Karetnig. Thrown to the 5 side. Robluski gets dumped by Shea Jones. Warriors are at full strength. Tell you, between those two defensemen, Jones and Rasmus, you got two big dudes out there. Jones 6'4", 210. Rasmus 6'3", 210.
Yeah, not only to go with their size and physical play, it also comes with a really long stick, which helps immensely when it comes to defending odd man rushes and one-on-ones.
Chase Crass gains the zone, shot right on, and a big save, Tennis. And a couple of guys mixing it up afterwards. Damrow for the Warriors. Braden Hart down there for Notre Dame Academy, and Schrader for the Tritons.
It looked like Damrow on the way by as he was on his back got an extra little whack at Aftanis, and Hart took exception to it, but that's one of those you have to kind of understand the time and a place. If your goaltender's all right, unfortunately you kind of just got to say some words and let that one go.
This might be the first game for West and the second game for Notre Dame, but these teams are in mid-season form when it comes to chirping.
That's one of the best things about kids growing up now. They never lose that one.
Face-off won by the Warriors. In the slot, the shot right on by Pergolski. Aftanis making the save. Well, I think there are enough guys who played in that state semifinal game last year. You know, you saw these uniforms, back in March. Guys have memories. They know what's up.
Absolutely they do. As a former Old Dave, I got to be honest, I'm getting a little sick of seeing these guys. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, those memories definitely don't leave all too soon, especially not 8 months. It takes a little bit longer than that.
Chase Crass gets it knocked off his stick, picked up by Robleski. And he'll clear it down ice. Skalkuchi comes out. And we are back to 5-on-5 hockey. Played into the zone by the Warriors. They wave off the icing. Flipped around by Schleiss. And we're in the final 25 seconds of this first period. It's been an entertaining one. Definitely the physical part of this game is picked up here in this first period. Scooped up at neutral ice by Jack O'Brien. O'Brien loses control, and the Warriors trying to skate out. And with that, the buzzer goes. First period is in the books. And it's 1-0 Tritons on a power play goal by Trevor Skidzinski. That's the only goal of the period. We've had quite a few penalties. 6 to be exact. 4 on the Warriors, 2 on the Tritons. Dawson, if you're coaching in this game, what might your message be first of Notre Dame?
Oh, well, obviously state the obvious, but stay out of the box. I think, especially with Notre Dame, you can tell right away they're able to use their speed and put pucks in places where they need to be. They've created some chances. Obviously, able to squeeze one through, but Skalkuchi's a great goalie. You have to get traffic in front of him. So all these great chances are coming. You got to get pucks to the net, but you have to actually go to the hard areas and get rewarded.
And for West,
again, to echo that, they have to stay out of the box. As you can see, especially towards the end of the period, they started to carry play and carry pace a little bit more. And that's more so just the sloppiness that we talked about, right? The first game of the season, testing out some stuff, I know Coach Brown's going to have to mix around some lines. I'm a firm believer in throwing lines in the blender when they don't work, so kind of feel some stuff out and hopefully clean up play a little bit.
For 90 years, Valley Communities Credit Union has been part of your hometown team. Local, trusted, strong Valley Communities Credit Union, where community comes first, federally insured by NCUA. We'll take a break here at Hobbs Ice Center. We'll come back in a bit. Dawson and I will get you ready for period number 2, the opening game of the annual Memorial Meltdown Tournament from Hobbs Ice Center in Eau Claire. You're watching boys high school hockey on Zaleski Sports.
Vehicle maintenance is vital to your day-to-day life. That's why Auto Select of Stevens Point reminds you to be sure to schedule regular oil changes, tire rotations, and general inspections to keep your vehicle in great shape. Let the helpful, friendly staff at Auto Select ensure your vehicle continues to keep you and your passengers safe on the roads, as well as keep your vehicle functioning the way it was intended. For quality, dependable automotive care from service experts, place your trust in Auto Select of Stevens Point. At Auto Select, you're good to go.
Are you tired of being a boring old tree, bird, or mythical war hero? Find the right job for you at Express Employment. Stop today and discuss positions that fit your abilities and qualifications, leading you to the perfect job. Always local, always strategically selected to match your skill set with local employers. There's a perfect job out there. Let Express Employment professionals help you find it. In Wausau, Stevens Point, Medford, and Marshfield. Find jobs and apply online at expresspros.com.
The Auto Service Specialist at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service can change your oil, fix your brakes, align your vehicle, make that check engine light go away, and more. Great service from great people at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
At Nicolay Bank, a great rate isn't new or trendy. Our Real Rewards checking has offered 3.00% annual percentage yield since 2011, earning customers over $30 million in interest. Join your friends and neighbors in experiencing Real Rewards checking and get excited to earn 3% more. See terms and apply at nicolaybank.com. Nicolay Bank. Real people, real conversations.
Take your education out of the classroom and give new spaces a spin. Wherever you are, North Central Technical College is there with flexible learning options, including rolling start dates and 100% online classes. Earn your degree around your life.
The first tube was bent in 1968 back in a garage by our house. Shortly after that, we moved into a rented space in a machine shop.
Moving into this building in 2000 at 90,000 square feet.
So right now we sit at 165,000 square feet.
150 employees. Every day we look at how grateful we are to be where we are, but we never forget where we started. Here at J&D Tube Benders, we're a full custom hydraulic tube manufacturer. We can do anything from their simple bent tube component to a fully welded assembly.
Looking to buy flooring today? Shop R&R Flooring and Furniture. We have more flooring in stock and ready to go than the big box stores. Over 250,000 square feet.
That's right, over 250,000 square feet of luxury vinyl planking carpet in over 150 colors.
R&R guarantees you will find what you're looking for at a price you won't find anywhere else.
Grab your new floor today or schedule an installation.
When it comes to flooring, furniture, and mattresses,
it's easy.
Come to R&R Flooring and Furniture today. That's all it takes.
For the very best in craftsmanship and innovative construction, put your trust in Scherer Construction. You'll see their work when you drop your kids at school, visit the public library, drive past the fire station, or even in the industrial park. Scherer Construction has helped countless homeowners with bringing their dreams to life, and hundreds of businesses create beautiful facilities that make our communities shine all throughout Wisconsin. For your next residential, commercial, municipal, or educational construction project, join the countless others who have put their faith in Scherer Construction. Find their location right here in Wausau or online at schererconstruction.com.
got referred to the orthodontist, and I was really nervous, but in my 2-year process, the staff was very welcoming and very kind to me. My brother also had treatment here, and he was very happy with a smile. I'd recommend Bruce Orthodontics to all my friends and family that want a beautiful smile just like us.
When I come in for my appointment, the wait is really short. All of the workers are very kind and sweet. They try to make sure that everything in my mouth is just right after my checkup, and Dr. Bruce is very nice.
If the check engine light comes on in your car, do you address it or hope it goes away on its own? Pain is your body's check engine light signaling that something isn't right. Innovative Health in Weston can help identify and fix the aches and pains of everyday life. We deliver effective chiropractic care for every joint in your body, from your neck to your back to your knees and feet. With 4 doctors on staff and advanced treatment options, we've been consistently voted a top chiropractic and sports medicine clinic in central Wisconsin. Whether you're a high school athlete, a pregnant mom, or just feeling the wear and tear of life, give us a call at Innovative Health in Weston today.
Feel better, live better, Innovative Health.
Set the sails for Black November. Smee, this one looks epic.
Our inventory is mighty and in ship-shape, Captain.
Arr, whether it's furniture, appliances, or mattresses, they are all priced to set sail, Captain.
I see it's time for me to take me Black November back. This could be interesting.
Follow your compass to Mittens in Marshfield and find your treasure chest this Black November.
Nestled in the Wildwood Park and Zoo, the Marshfield Rotary Winter Wonderland has dazzled families with over 1 million lights displayed. Admission is free. Cash donations and non-perishable items encouraged. The Winter Wonderland is open November 28th through December 31st.
Great Lakes Cheese in Wausau is hiring full-time second and third shifts with competitive starting wages and a pay increase every 90 days during your first year. Great Lakes Cheese invests in their employees. Apply today at jobs.greatlakescheese.com.
At the Granite Shop, we take great pride in what we do. We offer high-quality natural stone granite as well as a huge selection of man-made stone. With full slabs as well as a variety of partial remnants, you'll have no problem finding the stone that was meant for you. Our high-end, high-quality granite, quartz, and marble is perfect for any kitchen, bathroom, or remodel need. We are locally owned and operated on County Road C near Stratford. We service all of Wisconsin.
Have team members in our lives, whether it's this or that or friends, and he's my team member that look for my best interest. And he said, we're going to get you up walking without the walker. I'm like, oh, really? And he says, yeah, we are. I'm really grateful from the bottom of my heart to Shai and his staff because they made the impossible seem possible.
Call to set up a free, no obligation evaluation. Next Step Prosthetics, the fit for you.
Good evening, folks. Matt LePay here. Ridgetop Exteriors is kicking off your roof replacement like pros. Old shingles off, decking down, ice and water guard set. Textbook protection. Underlayment follows. Sealed tight like an O-line. Valleys flashed. Shingles installed row by row. Captain ventilated. The crew scoops every nail, leaving no yard marker behind. This project's wrapped. Your turn to call the play at ridgetopexteriors.com.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Here at Brickner Motors, in Little Chicago, we will help you order your brand new Chrysler, Dodge, Ram, or Jeep, and get it equipped the way you want it, in the color you've always dreamed of. Whether you choose from our in-stock selection or order factory fresh, quality vehicles at competitive prices are what keep people coming back again and again. Make the drive out to Brickner Motors on Little Chicago's northeast side and let our family take care of your family. You can count on us.
My grandparents worked so hard their whole life to keep things nice. You want to make sure that you're getting the job done correctly. At no point did I feel like I wasn't being handled by professionals. They were literally taking it on a surgical level, it seemed. Like they were very, very thorough on every step. I feel like Infinity treated my family with the same respect they would have treated their own. I feel like my house is brand new again.
Welcome back to Hobbs Ice Center in Eau Claire, getting you ready for period number 2. Notre Dame Academy leading Wausau West 1-0. Notre Dame getting a Trevor Skidzinski goal, a power play goal. And that was the only scoring in the first period. Plenty of penalties, 4 for Wausau West, 2 for Notre Dame. I'm Bob Radovich. To my right, Dawson Schwengler, getting set for period 2 on some fresh ice. One of the things we saw, Dawson, over the course of that period, toward the end, guys like DePoit, Kras, Pergolski, Damro, those guys are starting to generate some chances.
Yeah, I think they're definitely going to start kind of taking over this game. They're going to have to, especially if West wants to get one back here and get this game level. You got to rely on your big dogs, and those 3 or 4 names are definitely West's big dogs.
Shea Jones going back for Wausau West. Jones out to DePoit. Taken away by the Tritons, and a great look that time for Robleski. Turned aside by Julian Scalcucci. West tried to go skating out of the zone. Fortunately for them, they were doing it without the puck. Now they skate out. Here's Chase Kras. Kras to DePoit. DePoit in the corner, back to Kras. Now DePoit wanted to flip it into the slot, and Shea Jones race for the puck. Ian Aiken getting tangled up with Shea Jones. Yeah, the face-off will come back in the Notre Dame end.
That's that unnecessary contact. It's going to be an icing. Why lean into somebody and take the potential interference call? Just skate next to him, make sure he's not going to beat you to the puck. That's all you got to do.
Face-off will come to the right of the goaltender, Jack Iftanis. He was called upon to make some high-quality saves in that first period. And neutral ice, here's Joe Gravine. Plays it back in the Tritons' end. And it's whistled down on the icing. Peterson Kramer Funeral Home is committed to providing personal and compassionate care for each customer. Let Peterson Kramer Funeral Home step up for you in your time of need. Face-off coming to the right of goaltender Julian Scalcucci. Poked out of the zone by the Warriors. Here's Damro. Damro trying to get around a defender, but Braden Hart wouldn't let him pass. O'Brien down low. Moves it up ice. Skating through neutral ice, Braden Hart, but it's offside. Bruce Orthodontics provides comprehensive orthodontic care for patients of all ages. They are now accepting new patients at their Marshfield office, and they take most insurances. At Bruce Orthodontics, they are changing lives one smile at a time. Set up a free consultation today. Face-off won by the Tritons. Big hit on the far side, dished out by Tegan Rasmus. Shea Jones now with it. Loose puck at neutral ice. Taken back by the Warriors. Flip back toward their end. Rasmus will throw it up the far boards. Scooped up over there by Skidzinski. He's the lone goal scorer in this game. Power play goal in the first period that has given the Tritons a 1-0 lead. Tritons send one in. Skelkuchi sticks that one aside. Picked up back in the Wausau West end. And they skate out. Rowan Robbins. Now Robbins will flip that to the far side. Tanner Zidzik going after it. But the Tritons play it to neutral ice. Robleski throws to an open wing. Chipped out of the zone by Shea Jones. Now Pergalski will wheel in his own end. Pergalski up to Chase Crass. Crass trying to get to his forehand. Now right out front, and they score! Cooper DePoit on the deflection. And the Warriors have tied it. Well, you said it, Dawson. Cooper DePoit tends to find himself in the middle of just about everything.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does. I think Crass and Pergalski are going to get the assist on that one. But yeah, a quick drop pass. Pergalski shovels one towards the net, and where does DePoit find himself? Anywhere but net front with the stick on the ice, and he tips one home.
Tritons trying to answer quickly. The net came off its moorings. We'll get a stoppage with 13:59. That's the thing with both of these teams. You may score a goal, but don't look away because that other team is going to come right back at you.
Yeah, complacency kills. So as soon as you start to feel comfortable, that's when bad things are going to start to happen.
DePoit on the draw for the Warriors. It's run by Robleski and then dumped into the corner. Tritons trying to center. DePoit will flip it out of the zone. Loose at neutral ice. Here's Atkinson. Poked off his stick. Well, you were right on the assist there. Crass and Pergalski getting the assist on the Cooper DePoit goal. Here comes DePoit. DePoit shooting from distance. A rising wrist shot that not sure Aftanis got a great look at. That puck went high over the crossbar. Now skating out Hart. And again, the Tritons come in offside. It was Schrader flying in on the near wing. Brickners of Wausau, proudly serving Wausau and the surrounding communities since 1945. Does your roof need attention? Call Schwartz's Seamless Commercial Roofing in Marshfield today. They are your hail damage experts, and they serve all of central Wisconsin with both residential and commercial roofing. Sent in by the Tritons. Now Shea Jones with it. Trying to steer it ahead to Damrow. Taken away by the Tritons. Jones gets it back for the Warriors. Shakes off a check. Shea Jones will start the rush. Jones with the head of steam. Throws it to Damrow on the far side. Damrow in the corner. Now Wendell works the puck free. Back to Damrow. Loose down low. DeBile trying to chip it out to the point. Some good work by the Warriors, and then trying to dangle in that time was Damrow. Cleared out of the zone. Now an opportunity. Wernley can't get around the defenseman, Shea Jones. Wernley on the forecheck. Trying to poke the puck free. West able to get control. They throw it up the far boards. Here's DeBile. 3-on-2. Trying to get wide. Damrow. And a big check dished out by the Warriors. Here's Quinn for the Tritons as the fourth line getting some ice time for Notre Dame Academy. Zidzik far side. Chips it ahead. But that one whistled down with 11:33 remaining in the second period. Culligan Water specializes in all of your water softener, drinking water, and water filtration systems. You can count on Culligan to keep your water pure and healthy with unparalleled service and convenient delivery options. Face off outside the zone. And the Warriors will play that one in deep. Joe Gravine giving chase to Poit. Flipped around to the far side. Triton's able to clear it. Rogalski will throw it back. Fed forward by Gravine, intercepted, neutralized by the Tritons. They will skate in. Atkinson the shot, and they score. Owen Atkinson, the senior, his third goal of the season. Came down the high slot, got to his forehand, and sniped that one past Scalcucci. 2-1 Tritons.
Sometimes it's those nothing shots on net that are the most dangerous. Atkinson comes in, he cuts to his middle, and he shoots what we call back across the grain. Gets Scalcucci moving from left to right and shoots back to his right. So, great shot by him.
And it came after a stretch when the majority of the chances were Wausau West chances. They had the better scoring opportunities.
Yeah, and especially when you need a bit of a momentum change, kind of a greasier goal like that is going to be something. Sometimes all you need.
Trip Robleski gets the assist. And then Robleski had his stick set completely down to the other end. Actually, that was Skidzinski. The stick knocked out of his hands and wound up halfway down the ice. I don't think I've seen that in a while. West with the puck in its own end. Here's to Poit. Cooper to Poit. Around a couple of defenders. To Poit shoots. Tried to get it short side. Now centered right out front. Taken back by the Tritons. And they will dump it in deep with Skidzinski. Line change for Notre Dame Academy. West feeds it out of the zone. Here's Hart. Poke free by the Warriors. Looking for some open ice here. Here's Damrow. Damrow, check down low, throws it in the far corner. Wendell in there for the Warriors. He gets dumped back the other way. Here comes Wernley. 2-on-2. Wernley will take it wide. As a man coming down the slot. Gets it out to Myro at the point. Tritons working hard down low. Poke free momentarily. Myro has it. Flips it into the high slot. Gravine trying to work it out of the zone, but knocked back in deep by the Tritons, and there's a good look. There's O'Brien. Puck picked up by Damrow. He avoids one check, gets around another guy, and a third. Damrow gains the zone, bumped off the puck. Here's an opportunity. Wendell throws it right out front, and they score! Xander DeBile pokes in the loose puck. We are back to even with 8:25 remaining in the second period.
I believe Damrow's going to get the assist on that one. Has a great individual effort, kicks the puck out and finishes at the net. And yeah, DeBile ends up poking that one in.
2-2 hockey game with 8:25 remaining in the second. Well, the scoring has picked up as the penalties have decreased, going from period 1 to 2.
Weird how that correlates, isn't it?
Yeah, how about that? Well, and that's, boy, any coach likes it when you can get 5-on-5 goals.
Yeah, well, not only the goals, but just 5-on-5 play. I know both of these coaches want to get that their third and fourth lines on the ice as much as possible, and unfortunately they tend to start missing ice as teams either go shorthanded or on the power play, so it's good to be able to get everyone involved.
Face-off controlled by the Warriors. They go a little D-to-D and they score! Tegan Rasmus from the point. And for the first time in this hockey game, the Warriors have the lead. 2 goals in 13 seconds. Well, it starts with the face-off win, and then a little D-to-D, get the goaltender moving.
Yeah, kind of a cardinal sin. You can't lose a face-off clean in the D zone, but one of the best things you can tell is you can tell how a screen's effective when you look at the goalie after it goes in and he's still looking for the puck. So, I mean, that just goes to show that West is getting to the hard areas and taking away eyes.
Tritons now, for the first time today, find themselves trailing, and the first time in 2 games. Never trailed in their opener. Now an opportunity for the Tritons. Good look from up top, Chucky Bird, but Warriors got some sticks in the way, and here they come with Chase Crass. Crass shoots low, sticked aside by Aftanis, and deflected out of play. Get help finding your next career at Express Employment Professionals with locations in Wausau, Stevens Point, and Marshfield. Learn more at expresspros.com. That's expresspros.com. So the Warriors leading it 3-2. We've got 7:37 remaining here in period number 2. It's been an entertaining hockey game between 2 teams with some pretty high goals for this season. Notre Dame works the puck free, and they skate out to the far side, trying to get wide, but well played by Joe Gravine, the defenseman. It is not a delayed penalty. That's Jack Aftanis, the goaltender, was heading off the ice. And fortunately for him, he realized there was not a delayed penalty.
That could have been catastrophic. Looked like he just his centerman tripped over the red line, as we like to say. But yeah, he thought there was a little bit of malintent and took off to the bench. Thankfully, there was no capitalize there.
Warriors hold the zone. Big time shot that time by Gravine. It was kicked aside. Well, I think there was more yelling coming from the Wausau West bench that the goalie was out, and I think that's when Aftanis realized, I don't think we have a penalty here.
Yeah. Those are always scary, especially you never know who's yelling or why they're yelling, but you just know people are. So those are the ones make you think, oh, shoot, I might be doing something I'm not supposed to.
Lead pass to neutral ice, tipped in by Gravine. Going back for it is Braden Hart. Hart takes a look. With some good forechecking by the Warriors. They have definitely picked things up in that aspect of their game. Right out front. Couple opportunities and they score! Braylon Stanky. So a 3-goal outburst by the Warriors here in the last 2 minutes plus of game action. They now have a 4-2 lead.
It looks as though West has switched to a 1-2-2 forecheck, so they're being a little bit more passive, allowing the defenseman from Notre Dame to make that first pass, and just kind of an odd deflection towards the middle of the ice, and Stanky was able to catch and shoot.
Right back come the Tritons, going right in the backhand, and Scalcucci makes the glove save. Absolute robbery on Ian Aiken. Well, Scalcucci hasn't been called on a lot in this period, but that time he was. And again, right after a goal, the other team looking to answer quickly.
Yes, I think one of the biggest knocks on Skelkuchi is his size. If he's 6'5", he's probably not still playing high school. But the one thing that he has in spades is athleticism. So him being able to get across the crease and make that save is no surprise.
Yeah, fantastic glove as well.
Absolutely.
For all of your personal, business, auto, and life insurance needs, there is always a local agent you can look to at Access Insurance. Learn more at accessinsurance.net. Access Insurance Agency. Their business revolves around you. Infinity Exteriors, installing peace of mind, roofing, siding, and windows built to last, saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. We guarantee quality you can trust. Brian plays it back to Hart. Hart takes a bump. And offside as Damrow carried in. His teammate Wendell couldn't get out of the zone quick enough. We get a stoppage with 5:22 remaining. And we're going to get a line change for Notre Dame Academy. Damrow to take the draw for West. Puck picked up by the Tritons. Jack O'Brien around a defenseman. Down low, Gravine throws it up the boards. Damrow pokes it free. Tritons get it right back. Some good work over there by O'Brien. Centering pass. They had a man all alone out front. Couldn't get him the puck. Damrow carries in. Richard playing it in deep. Damrow's got to go pick up his stick. Stretch pass far side. Tritons skate in. Good low shot taken there by Schrader, but it went wide. Poke free by the Warriors, and Joe Gravine will pick it up. That one right off the back of a teammate. Puck poked free by the Tritons. They get it to the near side. Atkinson plays it out. Bird. They go cross ice. Myro. Back to Myro. He takes a look. Low shot. Scooped out of the air by the goaltender, Julian Skelkuchi.
And there's that glove we talked about, Brado. I think West obviously caught a little bit low, opened up the defenseman for Notre Dame to go low to high. And thankfully for the Warriors, Scooch was able to see the puck and make a nice save.
4:13 remaining in period number 2. Warriors trailed 1-0 after a period, but they have exploded now, and here's an opportunity. Pergalski chips it right out front on the backhand, and what a save by Aftanis. Cooper DePoit bidding for a goal right there, but Aftanis got over and made the save. Now here's an opportunity. Good low shot, and a save by Skelkuchi. And then some activity out front. Shea Jones pleading his case. And there's still a conversation going on right in front of the West net and goaltender Julian Skelkuchi. Join the team at Domtar Paper in Rothschild. Proud to support our local Wausau High School athletics. That's Domtar Paper Mill, North Grand Avenue in Rothschild. Face off, controlled by the Tritons. They send it in deep. Rasmus will put on the brakes. He'll work it to the far side. Shea Jones. Exit pass by DeBile, taken away by the Tritons. Well, they will look to gain the zone. Picking up the puck, Bird. He rotates it to Myro. Race for the puck. Tritons get there first with Kendon Quinn. Quinn pokes the puck free. Tries to evade the check of Shea Jones. Puck poke free by Damrow. Again, Triton's able to hold the zone. Neutral zone play poked in by the Warriors. Turning up ice and playing it in deep are the Tritons. And we get icing on Notre Dame with 2:50 to go in the second period. J&D Tube Benders, founded in 1968. And that company has stayed in the Felch family ever since. Is a locally owned manufacturer, specializes in tube bending, welding, and cutting. Find and join the J&D Tube Bending team in the Schofield Industrial Park or at jdtubebending.com. Now to neutral ice, Gravine has it. Poke free, now here's an opportunity for the Warriors as Crass fired that one back. Here's a shot from distance that didn't get through. Warriors working it down low. Gravine plays it in deep. Here is DePoit. And it's Crass ringing one off the post. And West really buzzing with that first line out there. They threw it behind the net, but DePoit had to go retrieve his stick. He's got it now. Cooper DePoit trying to throw it out front. They get it out front. And a great opportunity that time. And the goaltender, Aftanis, was able to hold his ground. Under 2 minutes to go in the period. Opportunity now for the Tritons. O'Brien gets it knocked off his stick. Stretch pass too far for Pergolski. That one winds up down ice, and it's icing with 1:42 remaining in this period.
Well, Bob, we talked about Wausau's big dogs having to come to play. They sure seem to have taken an extra step here in the second period. Yeah, they've definitely found a higher gear. Yeah, in this period, and I think it just comes down to little things, moving the feet, and you wonder too if conditioning plays a part in that too. You know, there's one thing to being in hockey shape when you've been practicing for a couple of weeks. All of a sudden you get in a game, it's a different deal. But they definitely have their legs this period. Yep. They've got the puck, trying to get something generated here with that second line of Damrow, Wendell, and DeBile. Play to the far side. Tritons looking to exit the zone. And they do, but West is there. Pulled free by the Tritons. They will start in. And there's a good look right from the near side by Atkinson. Final minute of play here in the period. Puck taken back by the Warriors. Here's Damrow. Damrow trying to get wide. Picked up down low by the Tritons. They chipped that one out of the zone, but Shea Jones is there. He'll fire in. Tritons play that one all the way down, and we'll have icing with 27.5 seconds remaining. And we're going to get a late period penalty. And that's going to go on Owen Pergolski of the Warriors. And that was a lot of stuff going on behind the play there. Yeah, well, you learn from example, right? So you have a captain and our probably best player in Cooper DePoit, who's going to find himself at the middle of a lot of scrums, and then probably following that up with Owen Pergolski. He has the same kind of mentality, so that's not surprising to say the least, we'll say.
Yeah, and that jabbering started after two guys got tangled up, and it seemed pretty inadvertent, but you know, the chirping started and it continued, and somebody said something, and Pergolski just popped him with the stick.
And that's all
and
it
right
takes.
when an official was looking right at him. So power play opportunity here for the Tritons. Warriors play that in. We'll see if the Tritons have time for one rush up the ice with the man advantage. Man down behind the play for Wausau West. Carrying in is Hart. Braden Hart pushes one right through the crease. Hart out to the point. And with that, time's going to expire in the period. And we'll have a minute 32 of power play time going to carry over into the third. Well, an interesting period to say the least. So we'll take a short break, but we'll be back with our third period adjustments brought to you by Innovative Health in Weston. That is coming up next. Your score after two periods, it's Wausau West 4 and Notre Dame Academy 2.
If the check engine light comes on in your car, do you address it or hope it goes away on its own? Pain is your body's check engine light signaling that something isn't right. Innovative Health in Weston can help identify and fix the aches and pains of everyday life. We deliver effective chiropractic care for every joint in your body, from your neck to your back to your knees and feet. With 4 doctors on staff and advanced treatment options, we've been consistently voted a top chiropractic and sports medicine clinic in central Wisconsin. Whether you're a high school athlete, a pregnant mom, or just feeling the wear and tear of life, give us a call at Innovative Health in Weston today.
Feels better, live better, Innovative Health.
All right, this third period report is brought to you by Innovative Health. Let's talk about the adjustments these teams will need to make. For Notre Dame, here's a team that led 1-0 after one. Now they look up at the scoreboard. They're down 4-2, and West is playing that physical style that the Warriors are known for. What do the Tritons have to do to get one on the board and make this a game?
Yeah, I think they've gotten away from what's worked for them. They scored 2 goals by throwing pucks at the net. Obviously, neither one of them particularly pretty, but one was a shot with a deflection and traffic in front that squeaked by, and another one, just an innocent shot through traffic. So, the roundabout word there is shoot the puck, and you got to go to the hard area.
And for Wausau West, I think their coaching staff and Travis Brown are going to say what they probably said after that first period is like, guys, we got to stay out of the box. We just can't give a skilled team, more chances. But I think in terms of the forecheck and just the way they're playing and just finding some open ice, I think the coaches have to be really happy of how the Warriors played in that period.
Yeah, absolutely. Going from kind of an all-out forecheck with no true method, they dropped back to a 1-2-2 to really just allow their guys to read the play and what's going on. So they were able to do that, and it's actually created a few chances, and they were able to capitalize.
This third period report has been brought to you by Innovative Health in Weston, providing complete chiropractic care to the greater Wausau area. If you have been benched by aches and pains, Innovative Health will get you back in the game with the right adjustments to help you feel better so you can live better. It's a 4-2 hockey game. Tritons will be on the power play, trailing when we return. We'll take an extended break. We'll be back with more Bowyers High School hockey from the Memorial Meltdown Tournament right here on Zaleski Sports.
Vehicle maintenance is vital to your day-to-day life. That's why Auto Select of Stevens Point reminds you to be sure to schedule regular oil changes, tire rotations, and general inspections to keep your vehicle in great shape. Let the helpful, friendly staff at Auto Select ensure your vehicle continues to keep you and your passengers safe on the roads, as well as keep your vehicle functioning the way it was intended. For quality, dependable automotive care from service experts, place your trust in Auto Select of Stevens Point. At Auto Select, you're good to go.
Are you tired of being a boring old tree, bird, or mythical war hero? Find the right job for you at Express Employment. Stop today and discuss positions that fit your abilities and qualifications, leading you to the perfect job. Always local, always strategically selected to match your skill set with local employers. There's a perfect job out there. Let Express Employment professionals help you find it. In Wausau, Stevens Point, Medford, and Marshfield. Find jobs and apply online at expresspros.com.
The Auto Service Specialist at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service can change your oil, fix your brakes, align your vehicle, make that check engine light go away, and more. Great service from great people at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
At Nicolet Bank, a great rate isn't new or trendy. Our Real Rewards checking has offered 3.00% annual percentage yield since 2011, earning customers over $30 million in interest. Join your friends and neighbors in experiencing Real Rewards checking and get excited to earn 3% more. See terms and apply at NicoletBank.com. Nicolet Bank. Real people, real conversations.
Take your education out of the classroom and give New Spaces a spin. Wherever you are, North Central Technical College is there with flexible learning options, including rolling start dates and 100% online classes. Earn your degree around your life.
The first tube was bent in 1968 back in a garage by our house. Shortly after that, we moved into a rented space in a machine shop.
Moving into this building in 2000 at 90,000 square feet.
So right now we sit at 165,000 square feet.
150 employees. Every day we look at how grateful we are to be where we are, but we never forget where we started. Here at J&D Tube Benders, we're a full custom hydraulic tube manufacturer. We can do anything from their simple bent tube component to a fully welded
Auto Care
assembly.
on Schofield Avenue in Weston offers the best in automotive care and repair. This locally owned and operated repair group features a full staff of ASE certified technicians. They are ready to handle all major and minor repairs to get you back on the road. For any make, any model vehicle, look to Elite Auto Care for repairs. From general maintenance and preventative care like oil changes and tire rotations, to those more challenging issues like air conditioning, brakes, and engine issues. Elite Auto also offers a full selection of tires to fit your vehicle needs. For your next auto needs, turn to Elite Auto Care, your local family-owned auto business, on Schofield Avenue in Schofield.
Looking to buy flooring today? Shop R&R Flooring and Furniture. We have more flooring in stock and ready to go than the big box stores. Over 250,000 square feet.
That's right, over 250,000 square feet of luxury vinyl planking carpet in over 150 colors.
R&R guarantees you will find what you're looking for at a price you won't find anywhere else.
Grab your new floor today or schedule an installation.
When it comes to flooring, furniture, and mattresses,
it's easy.
Come to R&R Flooring and Furniture today. That's all it takes.
For the very best in craftsmanship and innovative construction, put your trust in Scherer Construction. You'll see their work when you drop your kids at school, visit the public library, drive past the fire station, or even in the industrial park. Scherer Construction has helped countless homeowners with bringing their dreams to life, and hundreds of businesses create beautiful facilities that make our communities shine all throughout Wisconsin. For your next residential, commercial, municipal, or educational construction project, join the countless others who have put their faith in Scherer Construction. Find their location right here in Wausau or online at SchererConstruction.com.
I got referred to the orthodontist and I was really nervous, but in my 2-year process, the staff was very welcoming and very kind to me. My brother also had treatment here and he was very happy with the smile. I'd recommend Bruce Orthodontics to all my friends and family that want a beautiful smile just like us.
When I come in for my appointment, the wait is really short. All of the workers are very kind and sweet. They try to make sure that everything in my mouth is just right after my checkup, and Dr. Bruce is very nice.
I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile.
Call us to set up your free consultation today.
Set the sails for Black November. Smee, this one looks epic.
Our inventory is mighty and in ship shape, Captain.
Arr, whether it's furniture, appliances, or mattresses, they are all priced to set sail, Captain.
I see it's time for me to take me Black November back. This could be interesting.
Follow your compass to Mittens in Marshfield and find your treasure chest this Black November.
Nestled in the Wildwood Park and Zoo, the Marshfield Rotary Winter Wonderland has dazzled families with over 1 million lights displayed. Admission is free. Cash donations and non-perishable items encouraged. The Winter Wonderland is open November 28th through December 31st.
Great Lakes Cheese in Wausau is hiring full-time second and third shifts with competitive starting wages and a pay increase every 90 days during your first year. Great Lakes Cheese invests in their employees. Apply today at jobs.greatlakescheese.com.
At the Granite Shop, we take great pride in what we do. We offer high-quality natural stone granite as well as a huge selection of man-made stone. With full slabs as well as a variety of partial remnants, you'll have no problem finding the stone that was meant for you. Our high-end, high-quality granite, quartz, and marble is perfect for any kitchen, bathroom, or remodel need. We are locally owned and operated on County Road C near Stratford. We service all of Wisconsin.
We have team members in our lives, whether it's this or that or friends, and he's my team member that look for my best interest. And he said, we're going to get you up walking without the walker. And I'm like, oh, really? And he says, yeah, we are. I'm really grateful from the bottom of my heart to Shai and his staff because they made the impossible seem possible.
Call to set up a free, no obligation evaluation. Next Step Prosthetics, the fit for you.
Good evening, folks. Matt LePay here. Ridgetop Exteriors is kicking off your roof replacement like pros. Old shingles off, decking down, ice and water guard set. Textbook protection. Underlayment follows. Sealed tight like an O-line. Valleys flashed. Shingles installed row by row. Captain ventilated. The crew scoops every nail, leaving no yard marker behind. This project's wrapped. Your turn to call the play at ridgetopexteriors.com.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Here at Brickner Motors, in Little Chicago, we will help you order your brand new Chrysler, Dodge, Ram, or Jeep and get it equipped the way you want it, in the color you've always dreamed of. Whether you choose from our in-stock selection or order factory fresh, quality vehicles at competitive prices are what keep people coming back again and again. Make the drive out to Brickner Motors on Little Chicago's northeast side and let our family take care of your family. You can count on us.
My grandparents worked so hard their whole life to keep things nice. You want to make sure that you're getting the job done correctly. At no point did I feel like I wasn't being handled by professionals. They were literally taking it on a surgical level, it seemed. Like they were very, very thorough on every step. I feel like Infinity treated my family with the same respect they would have treated their own. I feel like my house is brand new again.
Vehicle maintenance is vital to your day-to-day life. That's why Auto Select of Stevens Point reminds you to be sure to schedule regular oil changes, tire rotations, and general inspections to keep your vehicle in great shape. Let the helpful, friendly staff at Auto Select ensure your vehicle continues to keep you and your passengers safe on the roads, as well as keep your vehicle functioning the way it was intended. For quality, dependable automotive care from service experts, place your trust in Auto Select of Stevens Point. At Auto Select, you're good to go.
We are back at Hobbs Ice Center getting you set for period number 3, opening game of this Memorial Meltdown tournament. It's been a good one. Wausau West with 4 goals in that second period to take a 4-2 lead over Notre Dame Academy. Notre Dame will be moving right to left this period. Wausau West left to right. West will be on the penalty kill for the first minute 32 of this period. Penalty assessed on Owen Pergolski late in that second period. Bob Radovich, Dawson Schwengler with you here at Hobbs, and this has been everything we thought it might be.
Yeah, pretty spot on with the pregame analysis, Brado. It was going to be a big feeling out process. I think Wausau had to get their feet wet being the first game of the season, and we knew Notre Dame was going to come out really hard. And since, I would say it's a tale of two periods. West took over in the second, but we're going to see. Notre Dame's going to have to answer.
Good PK so far for Wausau West. Now Robleski will skate out for the Tritons. Trip Robleski gains the zone. Trying to get wide. Wants to stuff it in, and the rebound is stopped by the goaltender Skelkuchi. I think they're going to get the net reset on its moorings. It's a good drive up ice by Robleski. Faceoff will come to the left of Skelkuchi. Won by the Tritons. Up top they go. Robleski to the near side. Hart's shot sticked aside by Skelkuchi. Then played out of the zone. We're down to 40 seconds remaining in this Notre Dame power play.
And they've made another change on the power play. Looks like Tripp is running now the top of the power play. They've moved Braden Hart out to the flank.
Far side, here's Atkinson. Aiken has it. Played it back to the point, but O'Brien was cutting toward the middle of the ice. Tritons will have to regroup. Aside from one rush, there really hasn't been a whole lot going on in this power play for the Tritons. Throwing it down deep is Hart. Final seconds of the power play. Notre Dame plays it deep. Aiken giving chase. And Wausau West back to full strength. And leading in this one by a score of 4-2. Poke free by the Warriors. Here's Wendell. Pass behind Damrow. Damrow will play it out to the point. Nobody there for the Warriors. Scooped up by Richard. Far side, Gravine will dump it in. Pass to the near side and then flip down ice for the icing. And that comes with 14:53 remaining in the third period. It's the Warriors on top of the Tritons, 4-2. Face off to the left of the sophomore goaltender, Jack Heftanis. It's won by the Warriors. Gravine trying to get that one down deep. Turned aside by the Tritons. They'll dump in. Hard work in the corner by the Warriors. They flip it to the far side. Richard trying to get it out of the zone, and they do. Peritning walks right in, still with the puck. Poked off his stick. West trying to clear the zone, and they do. Knocked forward there by Robbins. Robbins behind the net, trying to stuff it in. And now the puck is frozen at the side of the net. And we get that whistle on a faceoff coming with 14:01 remaining in the third period.
Bob, with Kritnig, that he had a great, individual effort, but as a coach, what do you think you'd tell him going back to the bench? He made one move, then the second, then the third, and he forgot the most important part: shoot the dang thing.
That's been proven to help offensively if you shoot the puck. Yeah, the dangling, that's all fine and wonderful. Here's an opportunity for the Warriors. They're trying to jam one in. Oh boy, they had Crash, DePoit, and others down low. Quickly back the Tritons, but that centering pass from Schrader goes awry. Shea Jones with it. Jones will move it out of the zone. Rogalski flips it ahead to DePoit. Cooper DePoit walks in, puts it off the side of the net. DePoit then tries to shoot it in from a sharp angle. Going back to retrieve is Shea Jones. Jones to Rasmus, back to Jones. Pass up the middle of the ice, intercepted by O'Brien. O'Brien trying to go to the backhand, and that was sticked aside. Again, some more nice stick work to set up a good opportunity, just never got a quality shot on net.
It all looks really pretty, though, Brado.
Yes, it does. Yeah, well, style points. Here's Jack O'Brien up the far side. Flipped in high and out of play. We get a whistle with 12:53 to go.
Yeah, one of our keys to success coming into the third period was they need to shoot the puck, and I don't know if that message has been relayed. We could hand our microphone down to them, pass it along.
Yeah, we could. Well, again, and this is one of the things that the Triton's assistant coaches were telling me prior to the game, is that, yeah, we got a game under our belt, but, we're not sure the guys executed what we wanted them to do in that game. And they knew the talent level is going to go up considerably from the opposition today against Wausau West. We're down to 12:37 remaining in this third period.
Yeah, going from kind of handling a game from start to finish in a 13-0 win to playing arguably one of the top, again, contenders in the state of Wisconsin. It's a bit of a different feel, and they're not going to be able to get away with the same kind of things they would in a game like a 13-0 win.
And West is looking to take that next step from last season when they made it to the state tournament. Of course, they're going to have to contend with Stevens Point, the preseason #1 team, but a team that's been kind of snake-bit in the playoffs these last couple years. Those two figure be the top of the Wisconsin Valley Conference yet again. Lead pass ahead, walking in all alone is O'Brien, or check that, Chase Crass put it off the pipe. Great opportunity for Chase Crass. Notre Dame trying to get the puck out of the zone. They do, but it's collected by the Warriors. It's going to go all the way down on the icing. Well, and again, it's going to be another year where, you look at the teams in the central part of the state, Stevens Point, Wausau West. You throw in Superior from up north, and then you got the likes, the usual suspects, Hudson, New Richmond, Memorial, Chippewa Falls. You throw North in there. You really have to earn your way out of that section.
Yeah, ever since they went to the different split and made two divisions, this side of the state has been an absolute war zone to get out of.
Yeah, plenty of really good teams have seen their season end in that sectional. Stevens Point a couple years ago when they lost to the Hudson Raiders. Hudson had a great season last year. They got bumped out by Eau Claire Memorial, which then won a nail-biter over Chippewa Falls before losing in the sectional final to these Wausau West Warriors. Here's Wendell trying to flip it to Damrow. Under 11 minutes to go, third period. Aiken enters the zone, but Atkinson was offside.
And you can tell Notre Dame's starting to push the zone a little bit. They want to get out into the neutral zone and turn this into a track meet. West is doing a good job of not allowing any open space as of yet, but I would keep an eye on the Notre Dame wingers just getting lost behind their defensemen.
When you're playing a team like West and they can line up those three big defensemen back there, what do you have to do to generate some chances?
Well, you got to make them skate. Obviously, being overly physical. Obviously, Jones skates pretty well, but when you're going to play them one-on-one, you can't go right at them. You have to make them turn their feet.
Here's Hart. Had a great chance early, and then a deflection right on net by Schrader, but Skelkuchi read that one well. Boy, Hart earlier in that shift had a really nice move, came down the slot, fired one that just missed upper left corner.
Braden looks like he might be doing a bit of role reversal. He's going from playing pretty shut down defensively to being a bit of a point forward. One of those forwards that just stands at the blue line.
Skating out to point. Cooper DePoy trying to get around Hart. Hart played that one well. Poked free, but not out of the zone. Flipped up the board. Shea Jones will retrieve for the Warriors. Plays it ahead, far side, Pergolski. He gets hemmed in. DePoy takes a man down. Now potential 2-on-2 with Hart. Near side, Aiken. Aiken throws one in deep in the corner. Shea Jones has it. Steers it out to DePoy. DePoy in a big collision right in front of us with Owen Atkinson. And a big check dished out the far side by Shea Jones. That led to some barking from the Notre Dame bench. Here comes Crass. Chase Crass centers, then they score! Owen Pergolski makes it 5-2, Wausau West.
I don't know that Wausau has a Broadway, but showing flashes of the Broadway Bullies, or the Broad Street Bullies, pardon me. They are physically the more mature team. Obviously the two defensemen in Jones and Rasmus tend to be having their way with the Notre Dame forwards.
5-2, Wausau West. This after trailing 1-0 after one, but a 4-goal second period. Now a goal here in the third. Wausau West looking good in its quest to get to the championship game of this Meltdown tournament. We'll have both games for you tomorrow. So that goal, Pergolski from Crass. Puck poked free by Bird of the Tritons. Works it up ice, but in the breakouts for Notre Dame have just haven't been there this period. First and second period, they were breaking out of their zone okay. It just seemed like the passes are off and things aren't going to their liking.
Yeah, I would argue Wausau has definitely got their feet wet a little bit, gotten their feet under them. And after the first period and a half or so, you really started to see the gamesmanship swing. I think just overall letting their age and a bit more depth, if you will, take over.
Held in by the Tritons. They got the shot off, but it was a shot blocked by the defense. Back the other way come the Warriors. Stanky played it into the zone. Tritons will collect at neutral ice with O'Brien. O'Brien leaves it for Schrader. Schrader the shot from a sharp angle. And Skelkuchi makes the save. And then Shea Jones sent O'Brien flying. And Shea Jones is going to head to the penalty box.
It was only a matter of time. I think that's now his third time he's had a bit of jostling in front of the net. Putting it lightly, cross-checks. And immediately you can tell as soon as your eyes go to the referee, you know you did something wrong. And his it was like mom and dad yelling at you. He knew exactly what he did.
And he was trying to plead his case on his way to the penalty box.
As any smart kid would do.
The official was having none of it. So a power play for the Tritons.
And if they want to work their way back into this game, they're going to need one here in the next 2 minutes.
Puck comes out to the point. Hart steers it in, but the Warriors send it all the way back out. Braden Hart will go back for the Tritons. Chase Crass on the forecheck. Here's Robleski. Gains the zone. Trip Robleski shoots, but shot that one right into the shins of Joe Gravine. Hart carries through the neutral zone. Braden Hart trying to get wide, throws it out to the point. O'Brien has it. Now Robleski. Back to Hart. They go back door. Quick shot, Ian Aiken. That one hit the side of the net. Well, that's the kind of puck movement you normally see from Notre Dame on the power play.
Yeah, and they followed it up with shots and traffic at the net. It's just unfortunate that it caught the outside of the cage.
Still 45 seconds to go in the man advantage. They gain the zone with Aiken. Aiken up top, quick shot, right on. That was by Koritning. And it was turned aside by Skelkuchi. Another dump down by the Warriors. Final 25 seconds to go on this Notre Dame power play. Skating into the zone, Schrader. Schrader takes a look, shot right on. Skelkuchi covers up, makes the save, and then the Notre Dame forward gets jostled around down there by Tegan Rasmus. Well, anytime a Notre Dame forward has gone to the net, he is greeted by one of the West defensemen.
Yeah, and his best friend, a cross-check.
Uh-huh. Final 9 seconds of this Notre Dame power play. And West is able to clear. Couple good looks for the Tritons on that man advantage, but they're unable to put one past Skelkuchi, and as a result, the score remains 5-2. And another errant pass by the Tritons. And we get icing with 5 minutes and 30 seconds remaining. Be a quick turnaround for both of these teams tomorrow. We'll have both of those games for you right here on Zaleski Sports. The consolation game scheduled to begin at 11, with the championship game at 1:30. Here comes Ian Aiken. Aiken tried to get around the defenseman Gravine, but nice poke check by the big defenseman for the Warriors, and then West ices the puck.
Starting to see a little bit more emphasis on the track meet. Notre Dame getting a little bit more aggressive and chipping pucks out, and West looking to do the same to capitalize.
Yeah, if you're the Tritons, you're going to have to send an extra guy on the forecheck, try to generate some chances. That was a decent look that time by Atkinson. Pergolski plays it ahead to DePoit. Wanted to get it back to Pergolski. Puck poke free by the Warriors. Comes out of the zone, and Rasmus will send it in deep. Braden Hart will skate out for Notre Dame. Plays it ahead, near side, Schrader. Schrader trying to throw it out front, had O'Brien coming down the slot. Hart, nice move on the far side, then takes a big hit from DePoit. From the half wall, centering pass. O'Brien was there. Taken away. Here's Ben O'Brien. Ahead to Carson Schrader. And the goaltender, Julian Skelkuchi, covers up. You know, we talk about the defensive play by West and how those high-end forwards are starting to kind of come into their own. Out there, kind of in the back, having just a quietly strong game is Julian Skelkuchi.
Yeah, he's going to make the saves that he has to, and I think he just really has to over-communicate with his defensemen. They have enough goals to win, so as long as they're not getting beat and giving up grade A chances here in the last 3.5 minutes, it looks like we're going to have our known end here.
Loose puck picked up by Damrow. Damrow will carry out. Chips it into the zone. Steered around to the far side. Damrow now out to the point. Shot from distance by Gravine. There's another shot. That hit a skate right out front. West trying to poke one in, and Damrow pushed that one just wide. Dammer in a good battle down low with Schleiss. Poke free by the Tritons. Schleiss steers it ahead. And here's Warnley. He throws one wide. Tritons will collect at their own blue line. We're under 3 minutes to go, third period. Braden Hart. Hart putting on some moves, wanted to leave it for a defender. Back the other way comes Crass. Crass drops to DePoit. DePoit broke his stick. We're back to retrieve with Shea Jones. Here's DePoit with a new stick.
We can blame that move on the new
Absolutely. He did one lap in front of the bench, reached out for the stick, never got it. He had to take a second lap around. Scalcucci stick handling the puck behind his own net. DePoit will play it out to neutral ice. Here's Hart. Cross-ice pass deflected out of the zone by DePoit. We're under 2 minutes to go in this hockey game. Here's Schrader. He'll steer it in deep. Tritons will give chase. Time is not on their side. Here's Schrader. Trying to get wide, gets dragged down by Shea Jones. They play on. With a minute 31 to go.
And another one of those pleading your case when there's, I don't want to say not much of a case, Bob, but not a very good one nonetheless.
I didn't see the other official with the hand raised, so. Shea Jones to the box with a minute 31 left. That's his second penalty of the period. Well, it's not out of the realm of possibility. 3-goal lead, but time definitely not on the Tritons' side. They need something, and they need it quick. To the near side, Robleski goes cross ice. Up top, Hart. Braden Hart shoots. That one went wide. Right in the crease, couple looks for Atkinson. First one he missed, second one stopped by Scalcucci. Hart with some nice moves up top. Hart going to the far side. Good wheel in that corner by O'Brien. Hart will hold the zone. We're under a minute to go, third period. Braden Hart takes a look, shoots, and they score! Braden Hart from up top. Not sure if that one was deflected or not. Doesn't appear to be. So Braden Hart gets the goal to make it 5-3. Well, I guess we'll look over to our right and see when Jack Aftanis will exit his crease. And we're going to get a timeout taken by Notre Dame. All right, if you're the Tritons, obviously you got to win a face-off, but
right.
Do you try to carry it in or do you dump in and then get the goalie off?
It depends on the time. Obviously, with 50 seconds on the clock, a dump puck is going to be a hard one to go get because all you have to do if you're Wausau is just keep the puck loose. I would say you have to try and win it and carry the puck into the zone, but realistically, in a perfect scenario, you're looking for a quick whistle to be able to run an offensive zone face-off play. That's in a perfect world, Bob. I don't know if we got a perfect world on our hands tonight.
We do have 50.5 seconds. I mean, and to state the obvious, if you win this face-off and get control of the puck, enter the zone, then you can get that goaltender off.
Gonna need a quick one, though. I would say, Wausau scored 2 goals in, 37 seconds?
13, well, they had, by my very unofficial calculations, 2 goals in 13 seconds. Coming in the second period.
There you go, means it's possible.
Hey, they got that one, and I think for Notre Dame, they really needed that one because their second goal came with 11 minutes, 4 seconds to go in the second period, and they just haven't put in past Scalcucci after that. So I just think for any number of reasons, including some decent feelings going into tomorrow. You got one in
exactly
on your power play.
Yeah, and with anything, I mean, if anything else, it just sets the tone for tomorrow.
They do win the face-off, gain control. The goaltender is out. So 6-on-5 for Notre Dame. Carrying in deep, Kritnig. Big scramble down low. Tritons win the puck battle. Here's Hart, throws it right out front, deflected wide by Atkinson. Now taken away by the Warriors. They fire down and they just miss. Pergolski trying to put it away with the empty netter. Instead, the face-off will come back in the Warriors' end with 20.7 seconds left.
And I've coached Owen, or I coached him this year for Team Wisconsin. Put it this way, if it were me, he would be getting an earful. He was about 3 steps from the red line. All you have to do is put it in the corner and the game's over.
Face-off won by the Tritons. Puck on net and they score! With 16.2 seconds remaining. Notre Dame makes it a 5-4 game. However, they're going to have to work quickly to get the equalizer. Got a 1-goal hockey game. The net is still empty for the Tritons. And a face-off win for DePoit and the Warriors.
And you just got to work to get the puck to the net here.
Puck comes out. Here's a shot. Came from Hart, got deflected. Another shot right out front, and oh my goodness, a couple looks at it. And with that, time expires. Owen Atkinson was parked right on the doorstep. The buzzer did go off. Let's see if the officials had the whistle.
Might get some time back on the clock here, Bob. And a penalty.
So heading to the box is Tegan Rasmus. Wow, this is getting interesting here. Now Notre Dame has already used its timeout. Travis Brown has yet to signal a timeout on the Warriors side.
And this is almost one where you kind of just have to let bygones be bygones with, it looks like 1.5 seconds got put back. You just have to hope that Scooch is going to come up with a big save here.
So Atkinson to take the draw for the Tritons. Facing off with Cooper DePoit. Skelkuchi getting set in his own net. Has the mask back on. Huge face-off coming here. And it's poked to the boards by Cooper DePoit. And this one is in the books. 5-4, Wausau West gets the win. And that's head coaching win number 1 for Travis Brown, longtime assistant. Now the head coach of the Warriors. He gets his first ever head coaching win at the varsity level. Well, we thought we'd see a good game. Two teams that, seemed like the physicality of West kind of took over, especially in that middle period and for the first chunk of that third period. And then all of a sudden, that skill for Notre Dame started showing up.
Yeah. Well, goals do a funny thing to momentum, and especially when you get a couple in a row. So I think with Notre Dame being able to capitalize on a few late, it's just enough to cause a little bit of chaos. And like we talked about, especially what this does for Notre Dame going into tomorrow, realize that, yeah, we probably didn't play our best second period. We gave up a few we shouldn't have. We get rid of that, it's a different hockey game.
So the Warriors improved to 1-0 overall. The Tritons dropped to 1-1. Coming up next, the Merrill Steel postgame show. Consider moving your career to one of the largest growing fabrication companies in the upper Midwest. Apply at merrillsteel.com. That's coming up next, right here on Zaleski Sports.
Merrill Steel welcomes you as you join us in a virtual tour. Our main facility in Schofield, Wisconsin covers an area of roughly 46 acres and is home to our company headquarters. From this location, paired with our facilities in Comanche, Iowa and Springfield, Missouri, we are able to easily fulfill the needs of the industry nationwide. With nearly 1 million square feet of combined space between our 3 facilities, we are able to take on some of the biggest and most complex jobs, making us one of the top 5 steel fabricators in the country. We employ the best of the best welders, those who can weld efficiently with both metal core and flux core, and who aren't afraid to work hard. We also offer on-the-job training, so even beginner welders can learn the ropes and help us build it big. As a backup to our dedicated weld fab team, we have a robotic welder. Merrill Steel is the 4th in the U.S. to have gotten one, keeping us on the leading edge of technology. With the combination of both man and machine, no job is too big to handle, but they'd have no work on their hands without our machine operators. Where our fabrication process really begins is here. Our skilled machine ops team is responsible for bringing in the raw steel. Be it sawing, cutting, drilling, or punching, they make sure the steel is in the correct shape and size for our fab teams. As an addition to the machine ops team, we've recently purchased multiple Python X machines. These handy systems have given us increased productivity, unmatched cut quality, and predictable and consistent throughput. Moving away from fabrication, we come to our coating department. One of the unique benefits of working with Merrill Steel is our in-house blasting and painting capabilities. Many projects require a complex coating system, and that's where we shine above the competition. We regularly apply corrosion-resistant coating in-house, as well as intumescent fire protection when needed. We hold the endorsement for sophisticated paint and coating from AISC. This, along with our NACE certified inspectors, ensure a high-quality finish for every piece. The loading and staging process, sandwiched between the end of production and shipping, is an important step in the fabrication process. Within a moment's notice, we are able to handle and place an entire load onto a trailer for quick delivery to a job site. Finally, the last stage in our process is shipping. Our transit company, Merrill Steel Transit Services, is a wholly owned subsidiary of Merrill Steel Incorporated, consisting of more than 20 state-of-the-art trucks designed for transporting oversized and overweight shipments, along with hundreds of trailers ranging from 48-foot flatbeds to heavy-haul Jeep and booster combinations. We employ only the most highly skilled professional drivers, highly experienced mechanics, and knowledgeable office staff who work as a team to provide cost-effective service in a timely manner. Our shipping fleet is a major reason why we are able to be competitive throughout North America, including the contiguous 48 states, Alaska, and Canada. Thank you for taking the time to learn a little bit about us. We look forward to having you join us in building it big.
All right, welcome back to Hobbs Ice Center in Eau Claire. It's Wausau West defeating Notre Dame Academy 5-4. Travis Brown, head coach, your first ever coaching win, although you had to kind of sweat it out there in that final minute. First off, how good does this feel?
It feels great. I mean, to get the first win against Notre Dame is a good feeling. And we did our best to almost give it away there at the end, but I don't want to forget the other 50 minutes that we had in this game. And I think it's really important that the guys remember what it was like to feel that way and compete, and it was fun to get a win.
What did you say to your guys after the first period? They got that 1-0 lead. You were in the box, it seemed like, for a good chunk of that first period, and then you came out and you got 4 in that second.
I mean, the message was, in that first period, we killed 4 penalties and we outshot them 17-4. So in the opportunities that we got the puck on net. It wasn't so much of a change of strategy. It was obviously using the 6 inches between our ears, staying out of the box, and putting a couple behind the net.
Let's turn it over to Cooper DuPoit. Again, same kind of thing. You have the better of the play in that first period, and yet you're down 1-0. What were you guys talking about in the locker room as players, and what were you talking about in the bench?
Got to stay out of the box. I think we let it get to us, and those penalties were kind of giving the momentum. It took us out of the game a little bit there in the first, but it's 17-4 shots. So I think we were just talking about how we're dominating them, and we got to come out in the second period. We know that's our period, and that's what we did. And we came out and dominated, scored 4.
For you guys, you got a lot of seniors back. I mean, you got to state last year. You faced off against these guys, but what can a game like this do for you guys going forward?
I think we came into it and we got knocked out by them last year, and we had a lot of returners, a lot of guys that played on that team last year that got knocked out by them. So, we were coming in and we wanted to win this game. It meant a lot to us, and we came out and we did it. We battled for 51 minutes. So.
Cooper, you get to be in the Zaleski Sports Highlight House. Do you know how that works?
I think so, yeah.
All right, you just say your name and say, I'm in the house.
All right.
So I'm going to hand you that. Coach and I will step off to the side. As soon as you get the thumbs up, you can take it away.
I'm Cooper DuPoit, and I'm in the house.
Thank you, Cooper.
Thank you.
We'll see you again tomorrow. Best of luck to you guys the rest of the way.
Thank you.
All right. So that's going to do it for the coverage of this game. Eau Claire Memorial and Superior are warming up on the ice as we speak. We'll have the game between the Old Abe's and Spartans coming up for you in just a bit right here on Zaleski Sports.